What's happening? What's happening, people? What's happening? All right, let's see what we got going on here. Chris Mack, good day, sir. All right, as promised, we're gonna have 2 walk and talks today. Make up for one of those days. I gotta say, today I woke up with a bad Charlie horse in my right calf. It was so painful, I was screaming, top of my lungs. My wife was sound asleep. I woke up from a dead sleep. I turned to roll over on the bed, and it felt like someone was just, oh my God, it was so painful. I was screaming, and tears were rolling down my eyes when she jumped up and asked me, what the hell's wrong? You all right? She thought I was having a heart attack or something. And I said, my leg, Charlie horse. And it just wouldn't go away. And then it finally started to relieve, and she rubbed out. And now it's sore. It's like, it feels like it's bruised, man. I mean, it was so, I don't know if that's a bad sign. They say that could lead to other things. I don't know. I just know I've had them before, but this was the worst I ever had. I don't know what a stroke feels like, but God forbid if that's what's coming up. Wow. I'm doing everything right. Sometimes, you know, when you abuse yourself so badly, and then you go try to fix the damage, you know, sometimes it's hard to reverse all that damage. Now my body's resisting, it's trying to resist the healthier stuff I'm doing because of all the bad. It's kind of like when you're an addict and you go get clean and you're trying to take out all the bad that you're putting in your body, but what happens? I can't cross town. It rejects it at first, for at least the first month, because it's used to having drugs in your body. So, you know, I think maybe that's part of it. Got a lot of traffic out here for Saturday, so that's good. Still not gonna walk against the walk sign. I'll do the talk part. I'll do the interacting with the fans when I get towards the end. Because I'm walking during the day and the sun's right behind me. So if I stop, it'll heat up. I'll walk an hour and then do the regular walk and talk at 7:40, where I'll go an hour and 20 minutes. Trying to wait to cross. I do want to give a shout out and thank you to El Harible, OJ, and Carter for plugging my quest for the plane tickets. I could give you to date. I think he misunderstood. I have a little bit more raised than what he said. I think I didn't go back and look, but I'm pretty sure I told him the right amount. I think he got confused. So we have a total of, let me see, Broccoli gave 120, an anonymous 50, that's 170, another anonymous 25, that's 175, and then 30 from Kahuna, that's 175, that's 205, right? Then also Kitty 55, so 130, that's 185. Am I right? Did I say that wrong? I think I'm off here. Try this on the top. 120, 50, 170, 25, 195. 55, which is 250. That was from Kitty 55 that first day. Then Kahuna 30, that's 280. Then the next day, 70 from Kitty, which made it 350, and then 20 made it, what I said yesterday, 370. 700. Carter, he looked it up. He told everybody, so nobody knows I'm lying. Carter looked it up. 2 plane tickets were 700, like I said. So he got it mixed up. So I've got 370. We need 330. What I said yesterday when I ended the show. So I'm right. He got a couple, but he still plugged us. Thank you for that. But sorry, as he said, everybody hates when he brings me out. He did not send me the link like he said. There was no link there. But I do appreciate what he did. Of course, they want to get me there. They want to make jokes, and you know, they won't do it when I'm there. They'll say they want to do that, but they won't do that. But you know, I'm not going to let them just straight gouge me. And everybody's upset about me going. I'm not going there to help Mel. I'm going there to help myself and my wife and my channel. Okay, and to interact with the fans. Most important, to meet new fans and to get on a better relationship with them. You know, I'm going to be civil with Melton because that's his venue, and you know, I mean no harm. This is business. It's got nothing to do with what Melton's done to me in the past or what I've done to him in the past. And I'm looking forward to meeting Pat Dixon and Ray DeVita finally, and see Carl again, and I think OJ's going. Hopefully Cardiff goes, and see all the relay again, and many other people, but most of all the fans. So we're 3:30 away from the goal. If Chris Mack can put that stuff up for me, again, it's on this channel, and you can see it in the description. The Venmo, so once we get to 3:30, we'll buy the tickets. You know, they made a statement of, well, someone, of course, Cardiff had to throw a wrench in there, or OJ. What if Joey? Yeah, it was OJ. Oh, what if Joey C gets the money, don't buy a ticket? If you guys know me for one thing, I would never do that. I would, and if I didn't make the goal, I would send the people money back. The money's in the account. I'm not like that. I wouldn't. But that whole replay stuck up for me. He said, no, I don't think Joey would do that. He knows better. I would never do that. I was gonna get the tickets as fast as I can, so we can post my, you know, show the tickets to everybody. So we're 3:30 away, and we buy the tickets. Hope everybody's doing well today. John did send me a link yesterday. Yes, I did call Shuli. No, Shuli's not my daddy. It's out of respect. You guys, I cannot express what Shuli has done for me, what he's done for me in the past. He's done a lot of great things for me. He's been a friend. TSN is a friend. Joe has been a friend. And I know people don't like them. That's not my business. As long as I know, as I'm very friendly with the TSN network, and we are good friends, and we do have a relationship outside of the YouTube. So that being said, rock on TSN, rock on Carl. So rock on El Reblay, rock on OJ, rock on Cardiff. You know, a lot of Cardiff fans hate my guts. I mean, OJ's fans and Cardiff and El Reblay's fans, they hate me. I didn't get nothing, no donations from them, but I was very nice of them to plug. They don't hate me because they're great punk leader, Kiki Local, who everybody praises. Perfect timing, huh? Perfect timing, because everybody worships that punk kinky logo, so I don't really care about those people, so it's fine with me. But yeah, a couple couple guys changed their names of old, got on with the part of the phone call. We all know who that was. I won't mention his name. How can you support Joey C? You know, fuck off. You know, like I told you before, under your old name, fuck off. Okay. Like I said, you're just a mouth that runs around the internet that you think you get respect, but you don't. So I'm winning, you're losing, and that's the way it is. So you didn't shut down shit like you think you did, like you brag about. So that being said, who cares? So I did again turn down another John link, showing my loyalty to TSN and Carl. You know, and because like Shuli said, yeah, you go on. But as soon as you start ripping on him and arguing, he's just gonna kid. He's not gonna sit there and enjoy the bit and let them, you know, let the people super chat, let questions. He said he's gonna kill you right away, and it's gonna be for nothing. He's right. Now, the minute I said, John, fuck you, you're a piece of shit, I get that many words out, John, goodbye, see you later. Won't argue back, and then he'll pick it apart. So that part is like a waste of time. John's a pussy, plain and simple. You're a pussy, John. And he had resulted today by who he had, his last resort of who he brought on today. You know, the guy that can't reach the top shelf. You know, so another loser who wants to bounce on my show, the producer. He's just a mouth boy that sits in that chair and runs and wheels around town. You know, with no gas in his car broke down. You know, it's a piece of shit. Yeah, now all the trolls are gonna start calling. But that's the truth. You know, it's like his topic today on Replay, stop lying on Ray. And everybody's going, it's all bullshit, because they lie on me and they lie on Ray. Everybody does. Except Ray's a comedian, I'm not. So, Ray's my friend. I was going to call in, but I said, fuck it. I'm not going to call in. I thanked him for plugging me. And, unfortunately, it did no good. But his fans hate me, and I don't really care, so, you know. Anyhow, I did say we're going to walk an hour today. I've got to go pick up some baby stuff for my wife's friend who's having a baby, getting her new stroller, stuff like that my wife had ordered. And we got to go pick it up. And because we're the godparents, so we're that. So, you know, we budget. Whenever we get in, when we pay our bills, we got a budget. So that's why it wasn't enough for us to raise on our own. But if we fall short, if we get close to those plane tickets, we'll be able to put up to about 150. So that's where he was at 550, 6-7. That's why he was saying 550, that 300 more. So because he knows I got a 150 put away. So for that, so either way, we need 330 or 250. We got it. We got to do it. So I don't have the ability when I'm walking and talking to add anything into the chat. I don't have that capacity. That's weird. You know, I can't even text back in my own or chat in my own chat room, so I can talk. But Chris Mack says, what does it say? No slurs, please, big boy. Okay, someone in here being probably not so nice. Are you suicidal? No, I'm not suicidal. No, I'm not suicidal. All right. Let me see. Oh, good. The sun's not too bad right here. Stop for a second. Gotta put my glasses on. It's a sad thing. But I tell you what, having that Charlie horse this morning, wow. That's just something I don't want to have again. I've had them, but not that bad. Kitty, thanks, Chris Mack. Hello, Kitty. How are you? Teresa Joyce, hello. Hello, hello. Kahuna. Hey, gang, what's happening? What's happening, people? So like I said, if you're just coming in, we're just thanking El Horrible, OJ, and Carter for the plug. My math was right. Yesterday I said we had raised 370 and we need 330. He got it mixed up. He said we needed 300. 300's fine. We still have it. The sooner I get this in, the sooner I will buy the plane tickets. El Horrible definitely took up for me right away and said, there's no way Joey would get that money and not buy the plane. He's right. I would never do that. But I will make the people rest at ease. When I get the money, I'll buy the tickets and I'll show the itinerary. So, no problem. Got no problem with that. I don't want no one to think those, because it just builds better in our favor to show you guys we are right and we do right with donations, and you know, we put it back in the show, or we, you know, if we need the equipment, we do that. And I guess yesterday for a while I had all the sound set, but one part of the key opponent I had it set at default, so half the show was kind of distorted. But I finally figured it out, and then I got back to my, because I got a great mic. Casey Armstrong sent me that mic. It's a great mic. So I do have a shitty stand though. Stand's falling apart. Kind of like a horrible, he said. As I guess Melton's pet peeve is he hates people that adjust their mics. I'm constantly adjusting my mic, you know, so that's probably why he hates me. I'm a mic adjuster. He don't like that position, you know. Stuttering John, is he still on the fucking piece of shit that he is? Wait for the truck to go by. 12 minutes in, so another 17 minutes this way, and then we'll turn around and make the turn. Kahuna says, can you oil up on stream? No, I don't oil up on stream. What are you, nuts? What do you want to oil up for? Not oiling up. You oil up. Yeah, I know. It sounded better yesterday. Because I've been having great sound. And I think usually that's the first thing I check. I don't know why I did. Maybe I thought I did. And then I should have went back right away and said, well, they're saying it, but everything looks good. And I kept not going back to the one thing I check always at the beginning. And when I went back, there it was. And it was fixed. Thank you guys for pointing that out yesterday. People think I don't read the chat, I don't pay attention. That's a lie, I do. Sometimes with me, when I get on the roll talking, and you know I hold the world's record for consecutive words coming out of my mouth without taking a breath of air. I hold the world's record. Believe that. I think they got me at 3 hours straight on the stream, not taking a breath. So, thinking about Cabby this morning when I got up. Just, yeah, it's really sad. I know we had a lot of fans that loved him, and some that didn't like him, but most people liked him because he was real. He was 100, man. You know, Cabby had no shame about talking about personal things in his life that he experienced, and you know, he kept it 100 with us, and we kept it 100 with him, and I just missed it, brother. Miss you every day, brother. Thank you. Thank you for everything you've done. Oh man, I'm Bluetooth. Joey John was talking trash. Well, if he's here full, I'm 131 miles from his house. My door to his door. 131 miles. From my door to his door. About probably an hour and 45 minutes if I'm going at 25 miles an hour. You know. But they, you know, everything is based on 55, 60 miles an hour. So 2 hours and 10 minutes according to the maps. That's what stops for gas, you know. But I wouldn't have to stop for gas. I just fill up before I leave, and I drive straight there. I would pack water. My wife probably pack, get her coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, and we would just roll, you know. But I could probably do an hour and 45 minutes straight there. Not that far. Not that far. He can talk all he wants. John, that's all he's got. If we take that away from him, we got nothing from Stuttering John. Let him talk. He's only talking because he's got that fucking bitch on there that can't reach the top shelf. And he is a bitch. Trust me when I tell you. He is a bitch. So. I think it's for a visit. He's garbage. Yeah, well, he's just another one jealous. Wishes he could have my wife. That's a fact. So jealous what I got. So he is all talk and no action. Definitely all talk, Kitty. He's definitely all talk. I want you guys to know that Kitty is one of our biggest supporters, a friend, and we love her for what she does. And thank you. And that's from the Catalano family and me and Mrs. C personally. So thank you. I don't care if you like John or not. You know what? You like John? Well, here's a fact about you, John. Okay, speak up. You can kiss my ass and go fuck John in the ass, okay? How about that, okay? That's what I think about you, speak up. So. I did not send John's link out. Like people were super chatting him. Joey just sent the link out to Jake. So full of shit. Yeah, those guys can't stand that they lost to me. Like it was said in a couple last week in a couple comments, you won. You beat the whole internet. You did, and I did. So block him? No, I don't like block him. I want to get the content when he calls me and leaves messages. I'm not gonna block him. Let me get enough on there. He just keeps building up, so I'm not gonna block. I don't have to answer him. You know, he's got me blocked. Promise you that. He only unblocks me when he's got to send a message, and he blocks it right back. He blocked me in the chat room for a day, and then he unblocked it because I was able to send him that $2 super chat that I was sniping him. The day before, he blocked me. So, because he don't have mods, so I know he wasn't no mods. So, it was him. So, but he unblocked me right after the show, like he always does. He'll send me a couple texts before I can respond. That prick will have me blocked me. I won't go through. That's what he does. That's how chicken shit he is. The guy that they heard in the chat room that loves John. Your buddy John's a chicken shit. All talk, all mouth, a piece of shit. He ain't shit. So he's the least of my worries. I put him on the category of certain trolls. He's even lower than them. So. Madam Bluetooth getting out of line again. We might have to take her out. Yeah. Speaker's trolling. Madam was telling us. Speaker's trolling. What a sea sucker. Yeah, you're right. I meant to say what's his name. Speaker. Okay, let's go. Goodbye. I got no time for childness. You didn't last too long. It's a shame. Take care of yourself. Okay. We don't put up that here. Bye. See you later. Goodbye. Yeah, he's always drunk. That's his excuse. You see, you only can use that excuse so many times in life. I mean, what's he gonna do? He gets a pass every time he's drunk and he talks shit? That's his excuse? That's any drunk excuse. Fuck that. Yeah, John don't love KB. He's full of shit. He don't like him. Trust me, he don't. I've held conversations with him on the phone in the mornings. How much of a piece of shit he said KB is. So he just respects KB because of his credentials, because he says he's the only one that's close to me. That's what John always used to say. But he don't like him. Maybe he might want to take a shot with him one time or two for sexual relationship. But I don't know, Kitty. Trust me, he don't like anybody. John don't like anybody. He can't. He'll always leave a revolving door. He'll piss off. He'll get that fight. He'll start talking shit about the quad bitch. And then he'll go back to Stevie Lou, go back to Vince, try to get me on. He's got nobody. TSN says it best. He's alone on holidays, truly alone, with nobody. That's sad. That's sad. Especially when you got a family and you got kids. That's the worst part. So, Vince is, can anybody swear that Vince is really a lawyer, 100%? Has Shuley confirmed that he really is a lawyer? I don't remember. Is he a real lawyer? That's first and foremost. Because if he is, obviously he's way smarter than John and most of us. If he is a real lawyer. Vince, he's a troll that you can learn to love. You know what I'm saying? He's a troll you can learn to love. Vince the lawyer. He's not a bad guy. I mean, he'll correct you, he'll try to help you, but he definitely, I think, would get on his knees and blow John. I believe he would do that. He is so much in love with people like John and people that were deeply connected to Howard Stern. He would blow him, literally. The only reason he don't blow on Shuley is because John hates Shuley, and for him to get his troll on, he needs John to keep acknowledging him. If he took Shuley's side, Shuley's going to acknowledge him, but not as much as John does. So, but Shuley just got so much on his plate, he's got other things to do. For John, all he could do is rebuttal back against what Shuley does to him and what Brennan does to him and what Vince the lawyer does to him. Otherwise, John ain't got a show. John thinks everybody needs him. He doesn't realize if he really left, these guys are professionals. They'll make money. They truly will. So, you know, John, yes, he is the Dabbleverse. Don't get me wrong. But what would we call if John truly left? What would they name it? I don't know. They would find a bigger outlet and they would make bigger money. I don't see them out with a plan B when John decides to leave. So. Oh my God, is that a little song you popped? Is that a little rhyme you just made? Rich is a very smart. He is smart, yeah, I agree. He knows how to troll, he knows about psychology. He's very good at getting in your mind. So if he is a real lawyer with that, also with that, having the skills he has in psychology, he's a very smart man. Could take a very, very unique individual to get even a glove on Vince or what he does. He's got money, so he wastes a lot of money sending it to John. But he in all goodness about Vince is a true fan of the Stern Show. Anybody deeply connected. John is probably, the most hated guy out of the Stern Show. And Vince would literally get on his knees and suck his dick. I swear to you, he would. There's no doubt in my mind. If Howard called him right now, Vince, come right to the studio, blow me, and I'll put you on every day. Vince would be over there faster than you could say hello. So, that's a fact. So, there's nothing wrong with that, The guy is living a dream. It's called living, yep. Hey, Adam works for me now. He left Brennan. Hey, Adam, call this living a dream. Got it. Thank you. John was the least memorable person on the Howard Show. Least memorable, correct. I just said he was the most hated. There's the difference. He's not the least memorable, believe me. He gets talked about a lot. So Howard don't talk about him every once in a while, but when Howard's done with you, he's done with you. That's why the policy is you can't talk to all ex-employees. It's one of his policies. He doesn't need to. Howard's dying. He renounced his retirement, right? December 18th, it. He's hanging it up. He sold out his show to a buyer. I don't know who's taking over. Does that mean Robin and all them are leaving too? Who did he sell the show? Anybody got any information? I'll be following that guy. I just got my membership. I did a 3-month trial for Sirius. I let it go for a long time because Howard just got boring. So I'm not in the street. I'm on the sidewalk. So I'm in the sidewalk. Street's way over there. I'm over here. All right. Thank you for your concern. I know you want me to get by a car, but thank you. 6 more minutes this way. Turn around. We'll walk back. All right. What do we say here? Kahuna, what is it? I don't know what your question is. Is that true? He sold out a long time ago. Well, okay. Well, I just heard the announcement. Like I said, I haven't been following. I just heard it. So, or someone just posted it somewhere in the public news somewhere. Well, yeah. He sold the last. He's only got 1 year left on his contract, I think. Anyhow, I think 2026 was it. So, and obviously, he made the decision not to go last year. He's done. He's got nothing more to do. He only could. He don't know none of the new celebrities as far as knows them on a personal level. All the new people coming in, new stars. So I mean, those new stars, are a different breed. They'll say, Howard who? They won't even give him the time of day probably. The older stars from his era that he brings on that are been not in the starlight no more, of course they'll come on, you know, because they'd rather respect. But Howard did it, man. He's doing it right. Leave on up with a bang, you know, before it gets bad. John was the shortest one in the Stern Show. This is Madam Bluter on the Stern Show. Leno, and now he is the midget. I like that. That's pretty cool. I think his ratings are dropping. Stern? Yeah, Stern's ratings been dropping since I stopped listening to him before I went into prison. He was still up there, but he had significantly dropped in 2020 with the pandemic. Now I heard he's dropped. I mean, if he would have stayed where he was, there's no way SiriusXM would have allowed him to do that. He would have got $1 billion his next 5 years. Because he's getting, what did he get this last contract? $900 million for 5 years? Something like that? 750, what it was? 750, I think it was. $750 million per year for 5 years. Or was it 5-year package for $750 million? Right, that's what it was. $750 million for 5 years. But he would have got $1 billion if he was still up at the top. They would have, but now that he declined so much, that he's no longer the bread and butter, you know, which is what happens. John would die if Vince didn't get his food. You're probably right. Yeah, John talks about he has a lot of money. I don't know. Never saw his finances, but he definitely won't tell you he's got no money. He won't be like me and say I'm broke. I said all I get, you know. He definitely would never stoop to those levels. I'm really shocked that he's ever admitted that he had a job when he came out and said he was working at Salvation Army. I knew the first time he announced he was volunteering at Salvation Army and he said he was driving a truck. He told me this on the phone before it was on the air. And I'm like, I wanted to say, John, you're so fucking, I wanted to just jump on him right there. This is when I was going on the show regularly. And I wanted to say, John, you're so full of shit. First of all, nobody that's a volunteer could drive a truck. The insurance won't let it happen. Number one. The insurance will shoot it down. They volunteer, they're working in the back, unloading trucks. Of course, he had to make it like he was a truck driver. Bullshit. They don't do it. Unless he was in the department where he was going to pick up donations for people's houses. And I don't even think that. I think the guy that drives has to be an employee for insurance purposes. And the rest of the guys are helpers that are donate, that could be you could donate your time. I'm almost positive that the driver, I don't know how it is in California, the driver, the guy that actually drives, has to be an employee. Because the insurance won't cover someone that's working for free. They just won't. They're not an employee, they're not trained. Pretty sure I'm right. I could be wrong. I'm going to say I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to say I'm 100% right and then someone pull it up and say I'm wrong, you know. No one has time for Stern. Now, out of respect, every once in a while, I would go in. But I couldn't make it through a full show no more. I used to be faithfully. Time has started 3 days a week. That's why when John told that joke last week, I fell for the joke. John was about to go interview him with Howard on Thursday. And I'm like, first thing I turned to my wife and go, Howard don't even fucking live on Thursdays. But that was the joke. And it took me a minute to catch up, so, you know, that's guess I'm an idiot too for that, so. John doesn't have a humble boy. He don't. He's not humble. If he was, he wouldn't be talking about his mother breaking her hip. If she really did. We don't know. Is that to be a fact? No, I don't think anybody has proven that be true. If they did, I have missed a lot of stuff then. That shows you how much I really stay and watch the Dabbleverse. I really don't watch it no more. I really don't. I watch a lot of TSN and a lot of MLC. I'm back to watching MLC a lot. Because I like to call Brennan. If you guys ever notice when Brennan grabs his phone, he's looking down or he's hitting a button, that's me calling him or texting him. And sometimes he'll go 5-6 minutes after that, he'll start ranting and raging about me. He only answered twice out of all the time. I always like to interrupt the show. Now when Chad's out there, I do the same thing to Chad. Chad's blocked me, so I have to go with the star 67 to grab another phone. I'll go knock on someone in the building. Can I borrow your phone for a minute? Just so I can ring Chad's phone. Yeah, that's what I gotta do. Because Chad is a pussy. Guy lives 6 miles from me, will not give me the time of day. He thinks he's so much fucking better than me. He won't give time of day. He talks shit that me and him are gonna have a problem if I continue to text him. Well, I don't see, he knows where I walk. I don't see that pussy coming up and rolling up on me. So, he disappoints me more than anybody. So yeah, you're a pussy, Chad Zubak. You're a pussy. You're definitely a pussy. You think by blocking me I can't get to your number, you dumb fuck? And the worst part is, his number, if you just Google Chad Zumak's phone number, that number that comes up is his real phone number. So I'm putting that out there for everybody. Call Chad, have a good day. Google Chad Zumak, and I promise you, the number that comes up, it will not be a Florida number, the area code. So that's the one that's his. It's out there in the internet. It's indexed into Google. It's indexed in Google. That's his real number. A lot of people do it that way. They take a chance, and first time I called, it was him because he acknowledged me on the MLC show. So he didn't answer the phone or answer the text. He acknowledged me because he had to be a tough guy. All right, now me and you got it. What problem we got, Chad? I want to know what your snarly fucking punk ass is going to do to me. Come and tell me. Come and tell me to my face, Chad. Okay, I'm walking down Broadway Avenue, heading back to 50th right now. You 6 minutes, 6 miles away. You could definitely intercept me here on this road right now if you jumped in your car. If anybody's got word to you now that I'm fucking trashing you, you can definitely get confrontation with me by the time I make it to my door. So I'll be waiting. Tick tock, set the timer, let's go. Calling Chad Zumach, the pussy, to come out and fucking fight. Come on. He won't. So that's my point. He's worse than John. As soon as he saw John, he's all sucking up to him in the AC. Oh, they're best buddies. They're best buddies. Ready saying, I met that whole group. They're not nothing. Yeah, whatever you say. I don't lie. There you go, see? What did I say? 61st and Broadway. All right. There we go. Just past 61st Street, heading, let's see, where am I going? Let's see, that's west. No, wait a minute, no. This is west, that's east. So I'm heading west on Broadway. Yeah, because east is that way. No. North is that way, south is that way. Yeah, I'm heading west. Going west on Broadway. That's right, west. West, north, south, east behind me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, well, I want to fight. What do you want to fight? Yeah, let's go. You got a car? Come on over. Stop it, old man. I can pick fights if I want. What are you guys afraid of? You afraid of seeing someone get their ass kicked? Huh? You guys all talk about shit. You all want to see fights. You want to get stir up shit, but when people want to really fight, you don't want a part of it. Kind of makes you a hypocrite, don't it? Bro, I just told you where I was. Okay? Bring your ass over here. Fuck. We're talking about it. I am being civil. I am being civil about it. Just tired of Chad Zumach thinking I'm just this idiot, you know? Fuck. Personally, I don't want to fight with anybody, but fuck them. I'm not going to sit there and let them keep fucking talking shit about me. But I'll be civil, because you asked. I asked, you asked, I'll be civil. How's this? Chad, you're not a nice guy. Instead of me saying, Chad, go fuck yourself. Is that better? Is that being more civil? Is that better for you? Just answer me. Here's a Dodge Ram van. It's a work van. I call this is when they pick up kidnap. This is how they, what do they call that? Human trafficking trucks like this, see? That's how they do that. Those are human trafficking trucks, right there. They used to be called kidnapping trucks. How was my day? My day is wonderful. How was your day? Yeah, it is a waste of time. You're right. Thank you, Kitty. You're right. Kitty got it right. It's a waste of time. You're right. Waste of my energy. You're right. Thank you, Miss Kitty. Thank you. You're right. Appreciate that. Oh, I'm just kidding. Cool. I'm calm down. I'm just, I got to get worked up a little bit. It helps my blood. When your blood flows, what it's good for, You get the blood flowing. What is that good for? Come on. Give me some credit here. Get him, Joey. Haven't heard much of Jake. I hear he does a lot of rumble. God bless Jake Hudson. God bless Jake Hudson. I got in the chat with me yesterday just to say hi, and he said, should I ban Joey? See, what the hell would you ban me for? I've been nothing but kind to you, Jake. And even when he's mean to me, I don't go back at Jake. And Bobby Nixon, no, why do you want to ban Joey? He just said hello, But I wish Jake the best. He's doing well over at Rumble. He does a great job, and when Jake interviews people, he's awesome. So just want to say hi to you. Happy Saturday, Jake. Shout out to Jake Hudson. I always consider Jake a friend, and Jake has turned on me more than anybody, but I still love him. I understand Jake gets frustrated because he got mad because I guess all the people that were trolling me went over and trolled him because he was such Catalano TV, pro Catalano TV, and was always pumping us up. And so they went over to mess with him, and Jake sent me an email saying, he always said 2 words, fuck you. That's what it said in the fucking email. I go, oh shit, Jake's mad at me. And I asked him, what's the matter? You're a troll. We call them my trolls. Your trolls are in my chat room disrupting my show. And I'm like, Jake, I think they were your trolls before they were mine, but now I understand, Jake. I'll take the blame, buddy. It's okay. Shout out to Jake Hudson, Chris Mack. Chris Mack is also a mod for Jake. Chris Mack's a good dude, and he knows what I really think about. He knows truly what I have a lot of respect for Jake, and always will help Jake, so, and that's a fact. Donkey Kongington, hey Joey, what's happening? Yeah, a little bit out. When I get worked up, I get out of breath. That's why they said calm down. I do, I get worked up. The problem is I don't take a breath when I talk. I talk so damn fast and so crazy that I don't pace myself to breathe in and out to let myself stay calm. You know, that's why there's no benches on here to stop. And I'm in the sun too, so it's killing me a little bit, but I'm all right. I feel good when I get to walk. I'm having 2 walks today, so tonight will be nice. I'm going back to my house now. I walk 30 minutes out and 30 minutes in, and tonight I'll do a regular walk. I just want to make up for one of the days I missed this week. That's all. I'm going home, and then I gotta go pick up some baby stuff. My wife's friend's having a baby, I think, in 4 weeks, I think. I think it's not 4 weeks, I think. Last 4 weeks, it could be 2 weeks, you know? You know how sometimes babies come early? So, it's time. It's time. It's time for the arrival of a new baby. American, what's this mean? It's great weather here, yeah. Just the sun's cooking too much, you know? But yeah, we have great weather here. Except the summer is hot, brutally hot. I'm walking in the sun now, so it's blazing on me right now, which is the hard part. So, Queen C is doing well. Thank you, Joey Nation. Thank you, Gonzo. I am American, yes. Born and raised in America. Yes, I am. Are you really going to? Yes, I really am. I'm almost there. I'm $370, 330 away from the goal. 330. Of course I'm gonna go. Once I get the money, I'll buy the plane tickets. Absolutely. I did book the hotel. I'm at the Mirage. Melton's giving me the tickets and the VIP passes. The plane tickets, all we're at, we got 370 towards the plane ticket, 330. So it's in the description. The Venmo is Joseph-Catalano-47. We're almost there. PayPal is at JoeyC0120. Anything helps. We're 330 away. And the Cash App is $, Joey C. Adrian Boy. So we're almost there. 330 is what the balance is. And we'll buy the tickets immediately, and then we will show you guys on one of the streams the itineraries they're bought. Show you the hotel, and everything's done. And we just wait for the day to come and hop on the plane, and we go. All right, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Who's that? Kahuna just posted it. That's everything Kahuna posted. Is it? We're 330 away, folks. Come on, we can make this. Everybody wants me there. Believe it or not, people that hate me want me there. Good thing is I know Las Vegas very well. I lived there. My dad lived there for 25 years. I lived there 3 different occasions. I know Vegas very well. I was there in the 80s quite a bit. And I still got a lot of friends there. I got a couple of cousins that live there. My cousin ran for mayor one time in the 80s. Joey Ippolito, look that up. Joey Ippolito was my cousin who ran for Las Vegas mayor, lost, of course. Almost got there. No, I'm sorry, he ran for sheriff, not mayor, sheriff. Ran for the sheriff. Take that back. He was running for sheriff. Joey Ippolito ran for sheriff in the 80s. I don't know where I got the mayor from. I'm thinking someone else. He ran for sheriff and just almost made it. My cousin Joey Ippolito was a former Chicago police officer who was kind of forced to resign from Chicago Police Department for his interactivities with the Chicago mob. But that died down. He went to Vegas and he ran for sheriff. And almost made it till last minute dirt they found out on him, and they did some crazy commercials on him, and he lost the election. Go think about it. They had just got rid of all the mob out of there with Tony Spilotro. And Joey Ippolito, my cousin, was sneaking in there to keep it alive, the mob, and they caught him at the last minute. He lost the election. If he would have became sheriff, boy, that town would have been so corrupted. It would have been great. I would have had a great job out there if he'd have got in. I'm going to go to the steakhouse. Stop. Oh, Binion's, yeah, Binion's. It's where they hold the World Series of Poker every year. Binion used to play. He was the guy that played against another player. That's how they started this whole thing. Binion and another guy used to play for a big bet every year, and then they just grew from there. You know, so September, yeah. I like the World Series of Poker. I will play poker with these guys, so you guys will see me play poker. So I enjoy playing poker. I can play pretty good, so I'll probably beat all those guys and win and go home with lots of money. Yeah, I wish you guys could all go too, man. I wish you guys all could go. I really do, man. But like I said, I want to do all the events I can. And as we grow and we start making, you know, at least taking in the money like regular basis, like the other shows, we always want to put a fund away for stuff that comes up. This way we don't have to host anything as far as making a separate funding. We'll just, as we make it, we're going to put so much. I've agreed to, I think what we talked about, put 25% away, what we take into future endeavors. And I think that's a good policy. You know, and if you get really big and you make a lot, you'll always have that money and have to worry about what they say, getting out here and beg. I wish all you guys could come, man. I was hoping that the people that really enjoy us would be there, man. That would be the boss, man. The most important. But we're gonna get there. We all will. We'll all be whole one day and meet each other. Promise. Yeah. It sucks. I've lived, you know, always lived on a budget myself, but you know, there was times I made money, but I was reckless with the money I did. If I would have just saved the money that I was able to save back in the day, I would be okay today. I was very reckless with money, and that's probably my deepest regret, is I didn't care about, well, what about when you're 55 or 60 years old and you got a nice chunk of money where you can do whatever you want? I didn't care about that back then. Everybody, you got to start thinking about your old age. Don't forget about putting pennies away. My grandfather put pennies away, put dollars away every day. Put $1 away a day. Put it away. Just do it every day. Keep it in the bank, interest bank. As the years go on, you get 40 years in without touching that money, you'll be set for life. Not me, I didn't listen. Who listens to old people, right? Nobody does, right? No, I'm a victim of that. Not a victim, I'm an idiot of that. You know, but it is what it is. Never too late though, as long as you got a breath of life. Better yourself and make yourself whole. And most of all is just be real. You know, that's what John needs to do. We just need to be accountable. I don't know. I agree with being truthful is better than being a liar. So I agree with that. So what do you got here? Donkey Kong says, I'm good, Big Kahuna. A little crosstalk. How about yourself? That's right. You guys talk amongst yourself and get to know each other, and I like that. He will never. No, kid, you're right. He will never. And not, unless his brain has a stroke and he suddenly wakes out and forgets about the old stuttering John. And he comes out and he don't remember anything of his past. And then all of a sudden he starts being kind and meaning and helping people. That could happen. Could happen. That's the only way I think it could happen. You know? Unless someone jammed a gun down his throat and told him, John, I promise you, the next time I put this down your throat, I will pull it. Change your ways. That might scare him too, you know. Literally. I mean, that's just an all good fun of comedy, what we're saying. You know, we don't wish that to happen. I'm just saying, I'm just using hypothetical situations. Hypothetically, if someone did that to Stuttering John, that probably would change him. You know, you got to jam down your throat. He'd probably start sucking on the barrel. I would think he would, waiting for juices to come out. And when it didn't, the guy would just pull down his zipper and zip that right into the gun, and John would just be a joy. He'll be drinking, gulping down that shit, and that would change him, I think, you know. Kitty, I'm another person that wishes the best for people. Me too. Generally, I wish, you know, that's why people say, why just like, listen, generally, I wish John could change and be a better person. I know it's not going to happen. Most of us know it's not going to happen, but you can't, it don't mean you got to be like him, you know. And that's why when people stop me, don't be like him. Just be yourself. Don't. He is a jerk off. You don't be like him. And you know what? They're right. I will be the first to say I'm wrong. 2 wrongs never make a right. Never does. Yeah, I know it's a nice fantasy, Donkey Kong thing, Joey, but that wouldn't change him. If someone did that, he would just be dead. Yeah. Well, I think John is easily scared into anything if he knew they were serious. I think he's more scared than he is of bravery, you know. Hey, Joey, is your Harley back together yet? No, Cal, it's not. I had gotten on the parts. My main concern is like, when I get it back together, I'm going to want to ride it, and then am I able to ride it without getting, like I said, from time to time I get dizzy. It's the one thing that I have left that I paid for cash, that I own outright. That's why I won't let it go. But I got all my kids. Who do I leave it to? Do you leave it to your oldest son? I can't, because how you doing? I don't think I don't want him to kill himself on it. My youngest son is like, you leave it to me, and I'm like, no, you can't even drive a car properly. So who do I give it to? Who do I leave it to? I want someone that's going to keep it. My brother would be the only one. And I think I made that announcement, family, that my brother's going to get it. I leave it to my brother, you know. No, Kel, I'm lying. I didn't want to tell nobody. I sold it. I sold my Harley a month ago. I made the decision that I could never drive it again with my health issues, so I sold it. It's gone. If I would have died, it was in the will for my brother, but I did make that change in my family. No, I sold it, Kel, it's gone. It's gone. I'm hoping nobody would ask me about my Harley, because I didn't want to, and it's been hard on me. I was in tears when I sold it, so my wife was out there with me, and she held me and says, it's okay, baby. You had a good 6 years with it, 7 years with it. I bought it in 15. Yeah, I bought it in 15. September of 15, and I sold it. No, I had it for 9 years. In the last 3 years, I didn't drive it, so I got 6 years of driving with it. We do have video, some videos my wife has. We're looking for them with me and her driving down the road. And it's gone. It's part of my life that I let go. It's gone. What's up? What's up? What we got here? Oh, my buddy Cup of Carfa. How are you? What's up, Brother Joseph? What's happening? Sometimes you gotta let go. Yeah, that's what my wife said. She said, honey, as much as you love it, my doctor says, are you nuts? What if you get one of those spells where you are just lightheaded and you're on the bike? What's gonna happen? You're dead. It was the smart thing to do. But before I sold it, I did make the decision I wasn't leaving it to none of my kids. Give it to my brother. Because he would appreciate it. He knows how to drive. Okay, my sons would not understand the responsibility of a Harley. I'm sorry, I don't mean to bash my kids, but just don't think they would understand the responsibility of a Harley. It was one thing that I achieved. I always wanted to own. I've owned a lot of bikes in my life. I've been driving. I had a motorcycle license for a long time. I got the M endorsement on my license. I've had it for a long time. But I believe it was 1996 when I got my M endorsement when I went to school to get the M endorsement in Illinois. I believe it was 96, 06, 16. 28 years I had it's still on my license right now, M endorsement. 28 years in my life. I had a bike before I had my endorsements. My first motorcycle I bought was a 350. A 350 that I bought was 350, 1969 Honda 350 with the old points. It had points and condensers, and that was the first thing I had to change on. I learned how to change was the points. But the first ever driven motorcycle, I was quite young. I was a Kawasaki K100, little dirt bike, and then I had an ATC 90, the very first all-terrain vehicle that my stepfather bought me for Christmas one year on payments, and it got repossessed. So, fortunately, they didn't make the payment, so that lasted short-lived. But I did have that. When I bought my first bike, it was a 14. I believe it was 14. I paid $500. in 1969 Honda 350 off a guy that was leaving to go in the Army. He was 18. And I begged him to hold that bike and I'll give him $500. And I delivered pizzas and shine shoes and mop floors for $1 an hour at 14 plus bat boying. And I got the $500 and I bought that bike. And everybody thought I was nuts because I had problems. I kept that bike. I drove it. I believe that's the first time I drove that bike. I didn't have a license. Yeah, so I'm sure if I remember, I got stopped quite a bit back then. Cops were more cooler back then. Yeah, I know. Now here, no motorcycle safe in Florida. Especially out in the country, you hit the deer come out. Whew. Me and Miss C, we never told the story. I've only spilled one time in my life on the bike. And any time I've ever driven. 28 years I've driven. 28 years I had a legal license to drive. 32 years I had, no, more than that, more than 32 years. Got my license 28 years ago, right? Let's see, 96, 06, 16, 20, 22, 16 is 20, so 18, 28 years. But it's 28 years ago. I was 30 when I got my actual, so 15 more years, 16 more years on there. So I've been actually driving 44 years I've been driving a motorcycle and owned them. 28 years is when I had a legal M endorsement. That's the math. I love that sound, man. I always had I didn't like crotch rockets. I always liked the cruisers. I've owned several bikes. When I was in Oklahoma, running the clubhouse, I went out and I bought a, what did I have? I had a Yamaha Virago. Is that right? That makes sense, Virago? 650. And I drove it all, because I always got out of the ballpark late, so I started my bike rides at 1 in the morning, and I drive around about 5 in the morning just to get the stress and the tension from the day with the players. Go to bed, get up at 9, go shopping for the clubhouse, take my bike, leave my bike, take my car to the store, take a cab back to get my bike, bring it back to the ballpark. I did that every day. And I bought that in Oklahoma. And then I had a fetish for collecting BMWs. So I buy all older BMWs. For $800, I bought a 5-speed on the floor BMW, an 84, I think it was a 535i that had a 5-speed in there. And it had a hood scoop on it. I bought that and I used to drive that around. And then I bought a 3 Series BMW, which really had a lot of problems. Put a lot of money into it when I'm selling that. And then I had my 525i that I put a lot of money, got repainted. And I sold it one day for no reason. I don't know why I sold it. And then I got then I had a 7 Series, 2011. And I had another 3 Series in 2018. I blew the motor on that. It was the last BMW I had. So yeah, they were pretty much good cars. Expensive when they break down. So I always try to have a nice car, but shit happens. But yeah, I enjoy it. I like riding motorcycles. I learned at a young age. I taught myself actually how to ride. I was one of them guys that if I wanted something bad enough, I wouldn't stop until I got it. Especially financially, because I could say, Mom, could I get some money to buy this? She'd say, good luck with that. You want the new Chuck Taylor Commer All-Stars? Mom, purple's coming out next week. I got to get a new pair of Chuck Taylor. Well, you better get to work. My mother used to say. Now, come on, Ma, you never help. Ma, we don't have it, sorry. Got your sister Sting next week. Got your brother Sting next week. That's all the extra money we got. Okay, Ma, go out and work. Go right to the store. Day they come out, buy my new Chuck Taylor Purple All-Stars. Go to school with rocking them. I was the coolest kid in the room. The poorest, but the coolest. I worked for everything. That's why I appreciate things today. I worked for everything hard for my life. When people tell me go get a job, fuck you. I've been working since I was a little kid, pal. I put my time in. Worked my ass off my whole life to get anything I ever wanted. I've never short myself a work history. So, that's a fact. I paid my dues and worked many years, so I deserve to have a relaxation. My problem is, I didn't save for the rainy day. That's my problem. I didn't. No one else. I didn't. So, I didn't make no bad investments. I just blew the fucking money. I always wanted to live in the moment. Especially against people telling me you gotta save, man. You gotta think you're gonna be in your 50s before you know it, then 60s. And if you don't take care of yourself now, you're gonna be screwed. They ain't lying. Nobody wants to help you at this age. Nobody. They're like, geez, you're that old and you're broke? Oh, you went to jail, prison, federal prison, they took everything? Yeah, I lost everything. Not the federal government took it. So that's not our problem. That's all right. I agree with that. That's why I get such a hard time. What I have a hard time with how people feed John and keep feeding him when he claims he really don't need it, but he does need it. So it all washes out. So 3:30 away from the goal, 500 feet away from the door, ending the stream, and we'll be back at 7:40 tonight. So Joseph-Catalano-47 is the Venmo. Money sign Joey C. Adrian Boy is the Cash App. PayPal is at Joey C. 0120. That's the call. 3:30 left for the goal. The minute we get that 3:30, I will purchase the tickets. Yeah, I got it? Yeah, I got it. All right. Which one do I push? Push this one? Which one does it say? Start crossing for vehicles, don't start through cross. Which one is this for? That's going that way, right? So I want to push this one, don't I? Yeah, this is the one I want to push. All right. But guess what? Nobody's coming. I'm walking into traffic. Can I beat this guy coming? No, he's coming too fast. Do I make it? No, I get killed, right? Crush? Well, I ain't supposed to be walking. I gotta stop in the middle. Oh, they're coming now. Oh shit, here they come. This guy's gonna blaze right past me. Oh, wait a minute, I got a shot to go. I should have went. I could have splattered all over the road. Do I make it? Let's go. Oh, let's go. I did it. Run, Joey, run. I did it. I survived. Oh, shit. Let me go have another beer. Yeah, I live very smug myself. If I could stay healthy and get myself corrected in at least the main organs. I got one thing in my face. I never smoked cigarettes, and I never, I didn't drink a lot of years. It was only a couple years I drank. I wasn't a big drinker. I did drink hard when I did, but I stopped alcohol for a long time. So I got a good liver, and I got pretty good, for at least not smoking cigarettes. I don't have no problems with that. My lungs are pretty good. The heaviness and getting out of breath and all the other shit, the drugs fucked my lungs up, you know. It fucked everything else up. The main thing was fucking my heart up, so that's the main thing. I was a candidate for a stroke. I could have had a stroke if I let my blood pressure keep going up, skyrocketing. That would have stroked me out. I got that under control by getting rid of the sugar, most of the sugar. So I'm staying true to that. So I think I cut that factor down. Otherwise, I'm pretty healthy. I may live to 100. If I stay healthy, I'll live to 100, which is good for me. That's 42 more years to be 100. God, Joey C around for 42 years. I might outlive some of you guys. Wouldn't that be something? All right, last final pitch. 3:30 for the goal. Let me see me get it today by the second stream. I'll buy the tickets tonight. 3:30 is the goal. At Joey C 0120 is PayPal. Venmo, Joseph-Catalano-47. Venmo, Joey C, money sign Joey C Adrian Boy is Cash App. 3:30 to go. See you guys at 7:40. Love you guys. Goodbye.